Hello, passionate history buffs. Welcome back to our channel, where we delve deep into the riveting tales of the past. Today, we're setting our sights on a monumental piece of history that has been standing tall for centuries: the Tower of London. This iconic edifice is not just a breathtaking sight, but a treasure trove of stories, secrets, and significant events that shaped Britain as we know it today. From royal power to potent symbolism, from a treasury to a prison, the tower has played many roles throughout history. Intrigued yet? Stick around as we unravel its rich history and the stories etched into its stone walls. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below with your thoughts and insights. Join us on this intriguing historical journey as we explore the significance of the Tower of London. Welcome, history enthusiasts, to a journey back in time. The subject of our exploration today is the Tower of London. This grand structure, standing tall on the north bank of the River Thames, is more than a mere edifice of stone and mortar. It's a potent symbol of royal power, a testament to the sovereignty of the British monarchy that has withstood the test of time. Its importance, however, extends beyond its symbolic role. The tower has served as a treasury, a secure vault safeguarding the royal wealth and the crown jewels. It has housed prisoners, its chilling cold stones echoing with their tales of despair. It has also been an execution site, a chilling reminder of the price of treachery and rebellion. In recognition of its historical and cultural significance, the tower has been honoured as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Indeed, the Tower of London is a silent witness to the unfolding of British history. The tower's story starts in the 11th century with William the Conqueror. This Norman king, fresh from his victory at the Battle of Hastings, sought to cement his newfound power in England. And what better way to do so than to construct an imposing fortress in the heart of his new territory? Thus, work on the White Tower, the initial structure of what we now know as the Tower of London, began around the late 1070s. It was a grand demonstration of William's might, a stone sentinel standing tall and firm against any potential rebellions. The White Tower was not merely a military stronghold, but also a royal residence, a home away from home for the king when he was in London. Crafted from white limestone imported from Caen in France, this building was unlike anything the English had seen before. Its stark whiteness and towering height were a testament to Norman architecture and engineering prowess. It was a visual spectacle, a clear statement that the Normans were here to stay. Inside, the White Tower was just as impressive. It housed lavish apartments for the king and his court, complete with a grand hall for feasting and a private chapel for worship. It was a castle fit for a king, a royal residence that was also an impenetrable fortress. Thus, the Tower of London began its life as a symbol of Norman might, a symbol that would evolve and grow over the centuries, just like the tower itself. A symbol that still stands tall today, reminding us of a turbulent and transformative time in England's history. The tower's footprint grew over the centuries, reflecting the needs and ambitions of the reigning monarch. Our journey through the ages brings us to the reign of Richard the Lionheart. It was under his rule that the tower began its first significant expansion. Richard, a king known for his military prowess, was keenly aware of the strategic importance of the tower. He commissioned the construction of a second defensive wall, an outer curtain wall that would fortify the existing structure. As we move into the 13th century, we find Henry III on the throne. Henry, unlike his warrior predecessor, was a king of culture and elegance. His contributions to the tower reflect his personality. He added a great hall and a royal chapel, transforming the fortress into a palatial residence. But don't let the grandeur fool you. Henry made sure the tower remained a formidable stronghold. He heightened the inner curtain wall and added several more towers to the complex. The tower's expansion didn't stop there. Enter Edward I, a king with a vision to make the tower the most impenetrable fortress in the realm. He expanded the tower to its current size, adding a formidable outer curtain wall with a series of smaller towers. He also introduced a feature that would become iconic: the moat. This was no mere decorative feature, it was a strategic addition, designed to make the tower even more difficult for potential attackers to breach. Edward's work on the tower was the crowning achievement of the medieval expansions. His vision, along with the contributions of Richard and Henry, had transformed the tower from a single keep into a sprawling complex of fortifications, residences, and administrative buildings. The tower, by the end of the 13th century, had evolved into a formidable fortress. Its imposing presence was a testament to the power and ambition of the English monarchy, a symbol of royal authority that would stand the test of time. The Tower of London, despite its grandeur, has a dark side to its history. Over the centuries, the tower's imposing walls have not only served as a royal residence and a treasury, but also as a grim prison and a place of execution. Its history is a chilling chronicle of power, imprisonment, and death. The tower's role as a prison began as early as the 12th century. Its prisoners were not common criminals, but rather individuals who posed a threat to the crown. These prisoners were often high-ranking nobles, clergy, and even members of the royal family, all incarcerated within the tower's cold stone walls. Among the most famous prisoners was Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Accused of adultery, incest, and treason, Anne was beheaded on the Tower Green in 1536. Her execution marked a pivotal moment in English history, as it paved the way for the English Reformation. Another notable prisoner was Guy Fawkes, the infamous conspirator behind the Gunpowder Plot of 1605. His failed attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament landed him in the Tower, where he was tortured and later executed. The Tower's role as a place of execution extended beyond the beheading of nobles. For several centuries, traitors' heads were displayed on spikes atop the tower as a gruesome warning to the public. This macabre tradition continued until the late 17th century. Yet, despite its murky past, the tower has always held a certain mystique. Its history is a complex tapestry woven with tales of power, ambition, and deceit. Its walls have witnessed the rise and fall of monarchs, the execution of queens, and the plotting of traitors. The tower's history is as much a tale of power as it is of treachery and bloodshed. As time marched on, the tower's role shifted, reflecting the changing times. The Tower of London, steadfast and enduring, has worn many hats throughout the centuries. As the Middle Ages gave way to the Renaissance and the modern era, the tower's function evolved, mirroring the societal changes around it. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the tower morphed into a repository of public records. The White Tower, one of the most iconic structures within the fortress, housed a vast array of important documents. It was a hub of activity, where clerks and scribes busied themselves with the vital task of record-keeping. But the tower wasn't all business all the time. In a rather whimsical twist, it also served as a menagerie for a period, housing a fascinating collection of exotic animals. From lions and elephants to kangaroos and ostriches, the tower became a temporary home for creatures from far-flung corners of the world. It was an early precursor to the modern zoo, a place where Londoners could marvel at the wonders of the natural world. Today, the tower's primary function is as a tourist attraction, drawing millions of visitors from around the globe. It's a place where history comes alive, a living museum that offers a window into Britain's past. One of its main attractions is the Crown Jewels, an awe-inspiring collection of regalia that symbolises the history and legacy of the British monarchy. Another key aspect of the tower's modern identity is the yeoman warders, also known as beefeaters. These traditional guardians of the tower are not just ceremonial figures but living links to the past. They carry on a tradition that stretches back over 500 years, their presence adding a touch of authenticity to the historic atmosphere. Today, the tower stands as a monument to the past, its walls whispering tales of power, ambition, and intrigue. As we gaze upon its ancient stones, we are reminded of the tower's enduring legacy and its ability to adapt and evolve with the changing tides of history. Our journey through the centuries with the Tower of London has indeed been fascinating. We started with its humble beginnings as a mere wooden fortress, a strategic stronghold that William the Conqueror established to command London after his victorious Battle of Hastings. As time wore on, this fortress evolved into a grand palace, expanding its walls and towers under the reigns of successive monarchs. From the White Tower to the Bloody Tower, each stone and brick holds stories of power, ambition and resilience. We delved into the darker side of its history too. The tower, once a symbol of royal authority, turned into a dreaded prison, holding captive the likes of Anne Boleyn and Sir Walter Raleigh. Its walls echoed with the whispers of intrigue and rebellion, its grounds stained by the blood of the executed. Yet as we moved into modern times, we saw the tower transform once again. Today, it's a revered monument, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that draws millions from around the globe. It houses the crown jewels, a collection of royal regalia that symbolises the continuity of the British monarchy. As we step away from the tower's shadow, we carry with us a deeper understanding of its historical significance. A testament to the ebb and flow of power, the Tower of London continues to stand, a silent sentinel of history. Whew! That's it for our journey through the Tower of London's history. From its foundation to its modern significance, we've traversed centuries together. A big thank you to all our viewers for joining us in this historical exploration. Your support is what keeps our channel thriving. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments section. We love hearing from you. Intrigued by the tales of the tower? Our next video will take you on another historical adventure, delving into the secrets of another iconic monument. Can you guess which one? Stay tuned to find out. Until the next time, keep exploring history with us.